right, another one. All right, so in this video, we are going to go through this bag and find some more cool stuff to list on Depop and eBay. Now, Depop is going to be my main lister now, and eBay is going to be for more like of my mature brands, maybe some more expensive type things, or maybe some very heavy things like some jackets. So most of this bag hopefully is going to be Depop. We're going to look through it. This is kind of like overflow from another tote that got filled. So when the tote filled, the rest of this went in the bag. So everything's washed and folded in here. I don't know how good the folding is because it's in a bag and it was shoved up in the top of that coat closet. But we're gonna look through here. I think there's some cool things in here. I do know most of this should be long sleeve and like the more lightweight stuff, like no hoodies. It's gonna be mostly lighter weight long sleeve. And then also we can see that there is a jersey. So we do know that we have the Denver Broncos jersey that Brad gave me from work to sell. So we have not sold that yet. This is also going to be a mix of things that are new that have never been listed from the death pile. And then also there might be a few things left over from eBay that were listed prior that I took off because they did not have the measurements. So some of the stuff is going to be newer to me even. And some of the stuff I've seen before because I've had it for a while and it was already listed. So we don't know exactly what's in this bag. I'm going to be oohing and ahhing just like you guys might be at home. Who knows? It's 3:10 in the morning. I've got all the lights on downstairs. Julie's upstairs sleeping. So it's nice having that separation. I like having two stories because I can be up at 3 in the morning playing Fortnite or doing reselling things, which I should be doing over Fortnite. I'm not a huge fan of the new season, so I'm gonna try to take some pictures tonight and then some pictures tomorrow during the day and see what the difference in the lighting is. I don't have a lot of lighting in my dining room. I'm using my table now to take pictures on. There's not a lot of lighting in there. I have a ring light and the overhead light, which has like a yellow fixture, which sucks. It's almost like a yellow tinted fixture. So the lighting is not great. I have been using, there is a big window that I open. I open all the blinds on. And then also we have a sliding glass door, which goes to our backyard. And I open the whole like vertical the vertical blinds. I open all those for the sliding door when I take pictures. Let me take a drink. Right before camera, or before I turned the camera on, my eyes were watering. I had to blow my nose. I don't know, now my throat is drying up. It's craziness. I think I'm allergic to making YouTube videos. We're gonna fight through it. Okay, we're gonna talk more about eBay. We're gonna talk more about Depop while we look at some cool shit, hopefully. All right, right off the bat, we've got a Star Wars, very thin. I don't know if this is long sleeve or 3/4 sleeve. Let's see. This is true long sleeve. Also, this could be a sleep shirt. It's very thin, very soft. Should be on a Star Wars tag. Yep. And the sleeves are badass. AOP sleeves. Sweet. What size is this? Shit, better sell it before I keep it. XL, baby. That's really cool. Look at how it's got like the paint spatter. It's not really paint though. It's just like the galaxy. It's pretty cool. All right, we're not folding shit yet. That'll take too long. We're just gonna throw stuff. Ooh, how about we make 2 piles? Yeah, a Depop pile and an eBay pile. And the eBay pile is gonna be small. So I'm gonna start saying some shit about eBay right now. All right, Depop pile. Depop gets the Star Wars. Next up, keep it on the nerd theme. Shout out fellow nerds. I'm not making fun of you, I'm one of you. Look at this. A little bit of fucking Harry Potter action. This is size, oh, size small. Super soft. Long sleeve. Again, this could definitely go as... Ooh, wait. Okay, that's from Fifth Son. I've had other ones like that. This is Universal Studios, guys. The Wizarding of... What? The Wizarding of... Wait. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Okay, wizard with an ing on the end is a really weird word. Who uses that? Universal Studios. I feel like this bumps that up a couple bucks. All right. Another flawless, very soft, nice long sleeve shirt. That could be a fucking pajama top. Could double. All right, Depop. All right, here we go. This jersey is awesome, but it does have one bad thing about it, and it's not a flaw. We'll discuss it since I am a sports guy, and I did do my research on this piece. So this is an awesome vintage Reebok on-field jersey. Everything's stitched. Broncos, 2XL. This is the bad thing about this. It's not a good player. This is Javon Walker's jersey. He played for the team like in 2006. So technically this is like basically vintage, 20 years. But the problem is he only played for like 1 or 2 seasons, and he's not like a Hall of Famer or anything good like that. So yeah, Javon Walker, the receiver, got his jersey. We're gonna put this on Depop. The only thing and this was listed on eBay for a while. I had it up pretty high because the condition of this is insane for how old it is. But I think I had it up at like $35, and I don't think I'm gonna get $35 from a bad player. So we'll just lower it and put it on Depop. I want to get rid of it. I think Brad would be happy if I brought him a little bit of money to work. He did give me some things, and we're splitting everything 50-50. That was the agreement. So if that sells, I'll give him half of it. I have no problem with that. If he's gonna supply an item. All right, the folding job is gonna be a little jacked in here because the stack is falling. Okay, this was mine. This should be a 2X. No, this is an XL. It's oversized though. We got kind of a generic Ohio State Buckeyes jersey. There's the O right there. But this used to be Maurice Claret's number, but this is not like his like official jersey. It's just kind of, see, it's like a generic Buckeyes. But everything is stitched. It's really nice. It's not perfect. Ooh, and look at that. I just noticed this. It'll still sell if I put it for the right price. See how the stitching's coming apart a little bit? So I'll just definitely discount this even more than I was going to. So this will probably move. Not on the best tag. I've seen others listed, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty common. But if there's others listed, there's probably others sold eventually at some point in time. Depop. Depop dominating. And this is why Depop is dominating. Oh, this may not be for Depop. Actually, it probably is. Let's just take 1 second. We're going to take a break. We're going through these pretty quick. We're going to take a break and talk about eBay. So I just got my third return request. And let me tell you about my returns. First of all, I do not accept returns on eBay. I am a top rated seller, but I do not offer the 30-day return. I sell used clothes. A lot of people that I've talked to, but a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube, a lot of them say they don't want to accept returns on used clothes. I've also heard people talking about how there's starting to be this trend of people like renting clothes. One of the guys I follow, I forget his name, but he was talking about how people will open returns right at the end of that 30-day like window and we just return stuff. And I think he has free returns, which he probably has way more items listed, and has a bigger cash flow going. So I get it, but if I'm only selling one or two things here and there and the money's trickling in, you know, you sell something for 20 bucks and then you got to return the 20 bucks, right? Like, that hurts. So I'm not doing the return thing on eBay. When someone opens a request, it gives me the option to decline it, and I've declined the last two returns. I accepted the first return because I did not have the measurements, so I gave the lady her money back. These last two people that have opened up returns, none of their items were flawed. They were all perfect, and I had the measurements and all the information was accurate in the listing. So I declined the returns because my policy is no returns. And the first one, it was just for fit, and he should have checked the measurements and maybe measured himself. This last return, which I didn't even know was a thing on eBay, was just changed my mind. What? Okay, but you're not getting your money back. This isn't freaking Sam's Club or Kohl's or Walmart where they don't care and they just offer you a credit. All right, so that was my little rant on returns on eBay. Also, I haven't been promoting for a while and my sales suck. I also don't have many things listed, so that is expected. I've been listing on Depop and I have not sold anything yet. We got some likes. I know that means nothing, but I'm confident that Depop is going to start working because I'm confident in my choices of items. I'm going to price kind of at the top of the Depop like suggested because of offers, and also depending on the item. If the item is flawless and really nice, the top of just the Depop suggested, nothing crazy. I'm not going to ask for extra. And then if something is flawed, what I've been doing, I think this is really cool. I was listening to Evan about his like strategic pricing thing. And what I'm doing with my flawed items, I'm listing flawed items on Depop, but I'm being very transparent about everything, taking pictures, telling everything. And what I'm doing is I'm listing it for like the mid price that I would charge if it was flawless. Okay, but hear me out. Then I'm actually putting a discount on top of that, and it shows like discounted, like it'll say like percentage off. So if you go to my Depop shop and you look at and you see anything that has a percentage off right now, that's a flawed item, and I've already taken a couple bucks off. So that's what I've been doing. We'll see if it works. I'll let you know if we sell some flawed stuff. And the flaws are like, I have OCD, and also I have the most insane attention to detail from the jobs I've had in the past. So I currently work as a sterile processing technician. I've been doing it for 12 years at a hospital, third shift. And sterile processing, you have to examine every single instrument. It has to be perfect. You don't want, to give a patient an infection. All right, so this is going to be a Depop piece, I think. I mean, it's crazy nice, and I have sold these on eBay. This is the performance style quarter zip polo, navy blue with the gray pony hit. It actually says performance on there if you look right underneath the Ralph Lauren. I don't know if you guys can see that. Very nice, very soft, a little thinner than the usual. It's a little stretchy. This will sell if I price it right. I did sell the black one recently. All right. We got a really nice, this is a more modern Tommy Hilfiger. And this is a 3XL. So this will sell because of the size. And this might have a flaw. I did have one of these Tommy Hilfiger polos that I found, I think, a little tiny hole or something. And I'll denote that. But yeah, nice little stripes are in. So what I've been hearing, so this is a long sleeve polo. with some kind of crazy thread that I just took off. All right, Depop. This had some interest on eBay, but no one pulled the trigger. Again, this is a modern Tommy. That Paul Cantu guy from Dallas. He says, Tommy for your mommy. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Tommy Hilfiger, not Tommy Bahama. So, the more modern tag, size large, nice quarter zip sweater. It does have like that sweater like stitching right here that you guys see like on when it meets the sleeve. So this is a sweater. It is cotton though. But yeah, nice little quarter zip with the stripes. Good color. I really like that, the navy and that dark gray. Badass. Little preppy. Maybe some college kid maybe will want that. Another sweater with that stitching. Same size large. Tommy. This thing looks brand new. All right. Depop. Again, eBay, I'm only putting certain items on right now. And the reason why, let me tell you the reason, I never really talked about it. The reason why I'm doing more Depop is there's no seller fees unless you promote. On eBay, you have to do the seller fees, the processing fee, and the promotion to sell anything. It's insanity. I don't want to give 20-something% every time I sell something. That's nuts if I promote. So with Depop, you only have the processing fee. It's like the standard 3.5-ish% for like basically, you know, the credit card and all that. And yeah, I'm not going to promote on Depop. I'm going to just let stuff sell naturally. If it takes a little bit, it takes a little bit. I'm going to just put a lot of items in my shop and hopefully that starts generating sales. And another thing I like, comparing the two, on eBay, you cannot run a sale unless you pay for the subscription for a store. I don't want that. I talked about it in the last video where I'm trying to keep my overhead as low as possible. Shoot. I'm not wearing an earbud. And I have the heater going. Not the heater, but the fireplace, the fake fireplace heater thing. I have that going. Hopefully the audio is still good on this. Shit. Let me take a drink so I can talk louder. Dang. All right. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. We're not going to panic. So, differences. eBay, you cannot run a sale. On Depop, you have like a shop. Like someone can click on you and then boom, all your items pop up. So you're easy to go through and see them. And you can discount everything in your shop. You can run sales. You can do all kind of cool things. And I really like that feature, especially since you can't do it at all on eBay. But yeah, I don't want to pay for a cross lister. I don't want to pay for storage. I just, you know, driving to the post office all the time is enough of an expense. I don't live super close. I mean, it's a good I'd say it's about a 15-minute drive. No. 10-ish minutes. So if I go to the post office, it's probably a 25-30 minute round trip. Yeah, I'd say about 30-minute round trip every time. So I mean, it adds up. Gas adds up, the time adds up. Ooh, I'm seeing some cool stuff in there. Hey, don't peek. All right, here we go. I get excited about the mall brands. I think it's because when I was in school, like, my parents couldn't afford to buy me a lot of that stuff. And, you know, I was wearing like the in-between. Like I was not wearing like Walmart clothes as much. I did have some Rustlers from Walmart. But like I was wearing like JCPenney's and like Sears and like, you know, like the department stores. like, and then like I wanted the mall stuff, like we're all like the fancy kids were wearing, like the American Eagle and Abercrombie and all that, Polo from Macy's. I couldn't shop that kind of stuff. All right, we got another Tommy for your mommy. I'm stealing it from Paul Canto. Just another little, it's nice. It's got the 3 buttons. And it is a sweater type. It's got that stitching. So that is like a long sleeve polo style sweater, I guess you would call that. What are some other differences with, I think Depop, and don't quote me on this, but just from like, I didn't time it or anything. I do feel like the listing process is just a little bit faster on Depop, just a little bit. You're only allowed 8 pictures, so you don't, you can't even take more than 8. All right, size medium, that's not terrible. Very, very nice Hollister with that fade. Ooh, is that a little stain? Oh, it's a fuzz. I love that. I love when it's a fuzz. All right, look at that freaking sleeve hitter. Come on now. It's a nice mall brand thing that will probably move on Depop. Again, this is my type of bread and butter. You do things your way. I'm gonna do things my way. Some people's bread and butter is Polo Ralph Lauren. I can't find that as much in my area. So that's kind of my, like, if I find one of those, I get excited. That's kind of like my top tier. And then my bread and butter is mall brands. I sell a lot of like sports and Nike stuff. So I pick up a lot of sports stuff. Speaking of sports stuff, great transition without even knowing. I picked this up. I thought this was really cool. And we're gonna look at the date tag on this. All Adidas has, certain, I guess it would be certain like time periods, but most Adidas will have the date code inside. We'll look at this. So check this out. This is an Adidas soccer jersey, and it's specifically goalie. Let's look at this little hitter right here. Got the little climate light right there on the side. This is a goalie shirt. Check this out. It's got the built-in pads on the sleeves. This looks brand new. It's really cool. I'm pretty sure, comment below if it's something different, but I'm pretty sure it's a soccer shirt, or maybe a goalie shirt. Nothing on the back. No, yeah, this thing's flawless. There's no like pills or anything. Okay, it is the older style tag. And let's see if we can find a date thing. It may have been cut out on this. Let's look down here real quick. Oh, we got it. Oh! Whoa! Guess how old this is? Check, look at this. This is technically Y2K. 2003? January of 2003. This thing is old. This is vintage. Dude, vintage. This thing looks, oh, I'm excited. We're excited. That is nice. What size is it? Oh, it's a small. Wait. I think it's a small. All right, what do we got next? Got some sweet Y2K inspired right here. Oh! Show it to me, baby. Oh, we got a tag. We got a tag. This is grunge. I love this. We've got a flannel. We got an O'Neill flannel with the fucking hood. Are you kidding me? Dude, where's my Nirvana fucking CD at? This thing is fucking, dude, these colors. All right. no price. Size medium. Dang. I don't see that sitting in the shop too long. I don't, guys. If you've noticed, if you are a buyer, these videos that I'm putting on YouTube, I'm basically just previewing all the items that I'm getting ready to list on Depop. So if you're a buyer, you have an advantage. You know what's about to be listed. If you see anything you like, it's Mr. Deathpile on all platforms. All right, we're getting down to the end of the bag. We've hit the 25 fucking minute mark on the video, which is insanity. All right, this is my bread and butter. The American Eagle spell out in like the felt style letters, all embroidered. Newer tag. What size we got? Size small. I couldn't pass that up though. That's really nice on a hunter green. This forest green is so sweet. Let's check the tag. All American Eagle has a, most of it has a date code in here. We're gonna take a look at it real quick. Okay, so this is from 2021. So this shirt's already 5 years old. Oops, sorry. It's this little tag right here. Dang, it's hard to see. All right, last time. There you go. So it's always got the date in most American Eagle stuff. Not the super old stuff. You have to go by the tag then. All right, so I really like that long sleeve. So see, this is all like the thinner long sleeve stuff. And then we got, this is the Orvis. I picked this up because it looked older and it looks very rugged. Very rugged. And it's got some very subtle, low-key hitters. So let's look at the tag. What size is this? Size medium. It looks like an older style tag when it has the fabric tag like that instead of like the printed. We got a nice little subtle green Orvis right there on the sleeve. And then I thought this was really cool. That's like, I don't know how you say that, but it's on both sleeves. It's really cool. It's like embossed, kind of. And then it's got these down here. That's like on the side. And it's got this, if you want to hang it while you're taking a shit or something. I have no idea. It's got that on the back. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like kind of a unique color. Burgundy. A Ron Burgundy shirt. All right. That's it. Don't you love these big Goodwill bags? Fit a lot of shit in here. All right, we're approaching 30 minutes. Dear Lord, that's a long video. I'm gonna clear off the kitchen table, which sucks. I have to do that every time because Julie has all her little decorations in there. Oh, look, it's got the vented, it's got the little holes. It's got the vented armpits too. That's nice. It's a nice shirt. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take some pictures tonight. I'm gonna take some pictures tomorrow. The lighting during the day has been horrible back here in Ohio anyway. It's been really cloudy every day. We've had rain, sleet, snow. We got a few inches of snow out there right now on the grass. So I'm gonna get to work. We'll do another video very soon. Once I get all this stuff listed, we'll go into another tote and we'll do another preview video. All right, shout out to myself being a top rated seller on eBay, and we're gonna do the same thing on Depop now. About to dominate. Peace.